For many women, menopause can bring some surprising changes, especially to their hair. Thinning strands, loss of volume, and slow regrowth are all common. But the good news, it's completely treatable. Today, Dr. Sethi is joining us with the latest science and real solutions to help women take charge of their hair health through menopause and beyond. I have some tongue twisters in there, but Dr. Sethi, so great to see you.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm always so happy when you join us, and this is about menopause, but I told you in the break that my girlfriends were just talking about this. They texted last week in our chat and said, who has the solution for thinning hair right now? What are you guys using? So really this is kind of something that women deal with at all ages.
Yeah, exactly. Men and women. So the solutions I'm going to talk about actually apply to everyone. And when it comes to hair loss, there is so much in the market that it's actually really confusing. And that's been the case for a very long time.
It is. That's very true.
And people spend a lot of money. So today I'm going to go over, some oral supplements, some serums, and actually treatments as well. So that at least you know that scientifically what works and where you should spend your time and money.
Okay, let's talk about what are the changes that we're seeing when it comes to hair loss.
So in menopause specifically, there's a big drop in estrogen and progesterone, and that causes the hair follicles to start living in their dormant phase. So our hair grows in two phases. There's a dormant phase, which are follicles we don't even see on our scalp. And then we have an active growth phase, which is the hair we're seeing. So estrogen and progesterone promote that growth phase. And when we have a drop in those hormones, our hair follicles start living in the dormant phase. And unfortunately, if they continue to do that, they will actually not come out of that phase. So that means that if you don't address hair thinning early on, you won't be able to, it'll be irreversible. So that's why it's kind of important to at least pay attention to that.
Yes. Okay. So time is of the essence.
Yes.
And the good news is that there are a couple things that we should do. So where do we start with that?
So, let's start with the easy ones, the oral supplements.
Okay.
So oral supplements, again, there's so many, but the one that I really recommend to people is a supplement called Nutrafol. It's an herbal supplement. You can take it no matter what age you are, or no matter what medicines you're on, and it works very, very well. It's been around for a very long time, and I know it's very effective. So whenever I see someone in clinic who is coming in to address thinning hair, I tell them, well, first of all, start taking Nutrafol. 4 capsules once a day, and that's easy. The other one is hair serums, which there's again a lot of, but the ones that are tried and true are really is something called minoxidil or Rogaine.
Okay.
And it's been around for a very long time because it does work. There are some pros and cons to that, though. When it comes to applying a serum, you'd have to apply it every day, and that may not work for your hairstyle. But the other problem also is that it can cause, when you do have hair regrowth, it's not going to be the same texture as your native hair. So a lot of people don't like that. And then it can leak onto other parts of your face, which will cause hair growth there. So
we don't want leakage. On,
no, I've had people start growing hair on their forehead because their minoxidil was leaking over there. So there's some cons to that. And then lastly, of course, if you stop using it, then you're not going to have that hair growth anymore. So those are some of the disadvantages, but does it work and is it a good solution? It still is.
Okay, and then what about some tools? Because I know that you see different modalities, different tools that people can use at home. Do any of those work?
Well, yeah, so I'm sure that you may have seen this on social media, people wearing these caps that have red light in them. And I think the data on that is very mixed because there's also different types of red light therapy. So I feel that it's one of those things that can harm you. And if you want to invest in it, you should. The evidence isn't very strong yet. But not harmful. So I can't say that absolutely throw away your red light cap.
Okay, and I want to get to in-office treatments. What can we do in office?
So this is where I feel that you are going to get the most effect and long lasting. So in the office, I specifically will have people microneedle their scalp, and the microneedling itself stimulates collagen and strengthens follicles. Then when it comes to what do we do after the microneedling, we either extract growth factors from your plasma. So we draw your own blood, concentrate your growth factors and apply it to the scalp, or we can also put in placental cells, and these are very, very effective. It does take 4 to 6 sessions that are a month apart each. However, the results are long-lasting. They're much stronger than a lot of the things that we already talked about, and can be done by anyone.
Okay, amazing. Biggest question, you know, what is the biggest takeaway when it comes to doing something about your thinning hair? What's the first step that everyone needs to do?
You know, the biggest takeaway is act on this fast, because you will literally keep losing hair, and it's irreversible if you wait too long.
Okay.
And start an oral supplement like Nutrafol. It's harmless and it works. And then if you are noticing thinning hair and you want something a little more definitive, don't be scared of treatments. They are actually very, very effective.
Okay, awesome. This is so great, right on time. My girl chat will thank you. I'm sharing all these tips with them. Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Sethi.
You're welcome.
To learn more about these tips and others, you can visit RenewMDWellness.com.